Hello there and welcome back to another video, and this is Gifting by Liz. Today's video is very special because we are talking about special needy cats. This is another pet series. Remember, we said you can gift pet lovers with a pet that they like, either a cat, a dog, a rabbit, or any that they like. And today our guest is a hero. She is a hero because she's going to tell us the project that she's taking. Lina, welcome to today's video.
Thanks. How are you?
Very well.
Hi, my name is Lina Sonia, and I run a sanctuary called Pawsitiv Petcare, and we deal with rescuing special needs animals. So special needs in the regards where they are not just physically handicapped. We have animals that are somehow mentally handicapped, and also others that are physically handicapped. I would have said spiritually handicapped, but doesn't work that way. But basically just animals that are in need of special care.
Well, tell us, is this a passion you've had all along, or how did you start taking care of these special needy cats, or rather cats and dogs?
So it kind of dates back all the way to like my grandparents. They used to have, my grandfather used to rescue anything he would find, from gorillas in Uganda to ostriches in Tanzania. And I don't know if it's in Uganda or Tanzania, but my mom's best friend was an ostrich called Mgeni. And we have a cat called Mgeni because of that. So it kind of like dates back from way, way back. And maybe it's in my genes. I don't know. But I've loved animals since I opened my eyes. My best friend was a tortoise named Sunday, because I used to be bullied and animals made me feel special. You know, they would love me despite the fact that I was tiny and I looked weird, and a lot of people just used to bully me, but the animals never did. So for me, that's where the love came. And then I just kind of graduated. So I've been doing this whole rescuing for over, I don't know, 15, 20 years.
Wow.
So it's just something that's in my blood, honestly.
So how many cats do you have? How many dogs do you have?
Yo. Now we have 6 dogs, and over 30 cats. I stopped counting at 30.
Wow.
Because I kind of lost number. I know all the names, I just don't remember the number.
So how has it been taking care of them in terms of housing, in terms of feeding, in terms of the vaccines? So how has it been?
Not easy at all. Just like how, it's not been easy, trust me. Vaccines, I get assistance from KSPCA, which is in Langata, Kenya Society of Protection and Care of Animals.
Yeah.
And medical assistance also, they help me, and some vets sometimes also do help me for the very special cases, like getting x-rays and scans for animals. Feeding, I do get some kind of donations from individuals and also from some pet stores, specifically a pet store called Pet Store, and also another one called Aquapet, and also Josera and Popak. Now, it doesn't come all the time, so that means I have to dig into my pockets and feed them or buy this food as much as possible.
As much as possible.
Yeah.
So you have over 30 cats and 6 dogs. Do they all have names?
Yes, you can't have children in your house without having names in Kenya. Even plants have names, so yeah.
So how do you name them? Is it by maybe you like a certain name, or is it the history, how you got the dog or the cat that tells you, I want to name it so and so?
That's a good question. I named them according to very many things. When they came, where they came from, their character and personality.
Wow.
Yeah, it makes it easier. Like, we have a cat called Mgeni, and she'll forever be Mgeni because she came into our house like a guest, and she's just that kind of guest that never left.
Wow.
So she's forever Mgeni, and she responds to it. She's somewhere. She's somewhere. And she responds to it. We have dogs called, I have a dog called Ghost. If you see the dog, you'll understand because he's white as a ghost.
Oh my
His
goodness.
ghosts are white. And then we have a dog that's black. He's called Midnight. That would explain it. You know, we have a cat called Priest because he's a black cat with a white collar.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
easier that way.
It's easier that way. I just like the way you name them. For example, what is the name of this one? It's so
This
beautiful.
is Gracie. The reason I called her Gracie, her initial name apparently was Nikki, which she never knew because they never used to call her unless the kids would bring her out of her cage that was she was caged in for 4 years. And she was really looking very haggard and very unkempt, very matted fur, claws all the way. Her eyes were in a bad shape. And she was half dead when I met her. She escaped and then she was so tired she didn't have food. So I called her Grace because it did take the grace of God to bring her back to being a normal dog. So that's her name, Gracie.
I think we would all love to know, how do you rescue them? How do you get them? How do you get them? Because you say they're all special. Most of them are special needy. So how do you get them?
They find me. One, they find me.
They
Two,
find her.
they find me. The reason I say they find me is because the cat community, the dog community is not as big as the population in Kenya, though we wish it would be. So many people kind of know what I do. And the organizations I work with like KSPCA, they know that Lina deals with specifically special needs animals. So should they have an animal with a broken leg or 2 broken legs or I don't know, deaf and dumb, they would call me.
Wow.
And on Facebook there's Cat Lovers Kenya, and people that post, you know, like, oh, I picked up a kitten, it seems paralyzed or it's paraplegic, then they just at me and I take it from there.
Well, of course, they're living things. Huh? How often do they fall sick?
Just like any living thing, they fall sick, not say regularly, but you know, you can have flu here and there, you can have a tummy upset here and there, you can have low energy, you can have a fever, you can have infection. It comes and goes. You can't say that because they're animals, they fall sick every day. No, but they do fall sick. And whenever they fall sick, then we take them to the vet. But I did a bit of first aid training in the States, specifically for animals. So that helps me kind of give them the first aid they need should they have like tummy aches, or if they have, I don't know, like an infection, if they have a wound. I have a whole first aid kit I bought for animals. It's specifically for animals, yes. So I have all those. And then I have things like Flagyl, amoxicillin. I have activated charcoal for days when they decide to eat, I don't know, a snail or 2 or a toad, you know.
Basically, it's just like taking care of a child. A baby.
Yes, you always have to be prepared for anything and everything. It's not just hawali mawe na manyasi.
Ni binadamu, ni binadamu.
Ni kama binadamu. So you have to watch them, know their behaviors, and know this one didn't eat yesterday, this one, something is off. So just like you have children, you connect with them and you know their changes immediately and you just know something is wrong.
So do you have some that maybe suffer a certain kind of trauma?
Yes. God, yes.
Tell us. For example, is this does it have any trauma, this one?
Yes, Grace has trauma. She looks happy and interesting now, but Grace suffered trauma where she is afraid of people, and you have to be extremely calm when coming to her. You cannot be excited. You cannot yell at her because she will scream, poop, and pee on herself.
Can I lift her up?
She will scream.
Okay.
You have to be like super gentle, and even when you lift her up, she will freeze.
Okay.
You can't even, she will literally, she will make your life impossible.
Okay.
But she's nice, but you have to always be calm when coming to her. Reason is where she was locked in a cage, and I saw the cage. She was locked in a cage for the better part of her early life, about 3-4 years. And they never socialized her. They used to yell at her. They would give her bread and whatever remained. And she never saw sun. She never saw grass. She didn't know these things. So when she broke out and she found me, then I had to start rehabilitating her slowly. And this trauma has not left her until tomorrow. She's still scared. She still wakes up just screaming absolutely for nothing, and you can't just carry her because she freezes and she just wants to jump down.
So what other conditions do other cats have and dogs?
We have Ghost. Ghost was also surrendered at KSPCA because he apparently, we don't know if the story is true, but apparently he bit his owner and he was unruly. They're never bad dogs, just bad owners. That's what I say. And they surrendered him. And the trauma we found is he's either kind of like an albino dog, which means he was kind of interbred with something or something really happened. And then he wasn't socialized. So Ghost does not like being touched.
What?
And then he has claustrophobia. So he doesn't like being in closed spaces. He used to chew the kennels, no matter which way we fixed it. So we had to train him. We had to not train him, but rehabilitate him and teach him that it's okay to be in a kennel for a couple of minutes. Okay. So we used to do that. It took months on months, and now he's free. He's on the whole 30, half an acre rather. Lord, I am prophesying 30 acres, but this is half an acre, and he runs around. But when we have guests, he knows the word inside. So he goes inside, he sits in. Now he doesn't bring any issues because we have taught him that you're safe. It's okay. And we have others that are just like, as puppies, they were bitten a lot. So they're very meek. Like if you can't yell at them. He's called Seth. Seth, you have to be gentle. You can't just go like, get out. No.
Wow.
He will literally just freeze. So you have to be like, Seth, no, sit. You have to become, so it teaches you also a lot of things. It teaches you patience, and it just teaches you to be super observant about the small changes because they don't have a voice. So you have to decipher what exactly is going on with these animals.
Wow. People keep saying that pets calm people down. Do they do that to you?
They have taught me the word breathe. They have taught me to be patient, Lord, because they will try your patience. But yes, they have taught me to be calm and be very understanding. And in a way, it has taught me how to also be very observant when it comes to people. Because people do they speak. They can tell you this and this, but there are other people that are scared to talk. So it has taught me to understand body language.
Okay.
So as much as I try to take care of these animals, they have taught me patience, unconditional love, and just understanding.
Wow. I can just imagine having 30 plus cats and dogs. It must be very expensive feeding them. Tell us, give us just a breakdown of their feeding.
Their feeding cost. Okay. Okay, so I'm just kidding. But they're feeding. So they take about 60 kilograms of meat. I have a 42 kilogram dog. If you ask me what breed, I have no clue. But that dog eats a kilogram of meat by himself. So we feed them about 60 kilograms a month. And a kilo is 130. Do the math. And then they take rice. And I don't give them just any kind of rice because I did realize that there's some kind of rice that is fake. So it doesn't cook at all. Plastic rice. So we have to give them good quality rice. So we buy 25 kilos. That takes us about 9-10 days. So do the math for the month. So we need about 75 to kind of like 100 kilos, because it's also rice that we eat. So if it's good enough for me, it will be good enough for the animals. I cannot give them something of a lower standard and I eat something else.
Yes.
And then you have dry food. The cats eat also dry food. Dry food, sometimes I get donation, but I have to purchase. They use 30 kilograms a month because they eat 1 kilogram a day. So if 1 kilo is, not 1 kilo, but if a packet is about, 1,300 shillings, do the math. So
how many times do they eat in a day?
They eat twice.
Wow. Okay.
So in the morning, we cook the rice and the mincemeat, and we have I live in the village, so we grow our own vegetables. So they eat either carrots mixed inside, or managu, cabbage, carrots, spinach, whatever is in season at that point, but there's always something in season, either mixed with a bit of pumpkin, and then they eat that for breakfast.
Okay.
And then for lunch, the dogs eat some of the rice that remained. We put in the freezer, we freeze it, then we rewarm it, and then we give them. The cats now in the afternoon eat dry food. Now, twice a week, they eat dry food mixed with omena for some, omega-3 and some oils.
Yeah.
So they eat it with kind of like omena. We don't do it quite often because it really depends with the pocket.
Yeah.
So if you have omena in your house, help a sister, But yes, so the cats eat dry food and the dogs eat the kind of like the breakfast.
Yeah, you see, in this life, or rather in this world, we have some pet lovers. And once you gift them a pet, you have made their day. Others would prefer flowers, chocolate, wine, and the rest. But for a pet lover who can take good care of a pet, once you gift them a pet, they will be happy. So what is your take to a person who wants to buy another person a pet as a gift?
It's a very touchy situation, Lisa, to be honest. Would I gift someone a pet? I personally, I would think about it long and hard, because there's a difference between being a pet lover and being a pet parent.
Wow.
Right? Being a pet parent is the same as just being a parent for a child. I might love kids when I see them, but do I want kids?
Yeah.
It's a different thing.
It is.
You get? So if someone wants to gift someone a pet, you have to really, really, really know this person. And if they are, one, financially ready, mentally ready, is their lifestyle suitable to have a pet? What kind of temperament should this animal have? And when I say lifestyle, I mean lifestyle in general. What kind of work do they do? What does their job require them to be home all the time?
Yeah.
Do they have a job that they are constantly traveling? If it's a doctor or a nurse or a police officer, are they home all the time? Where do they stay? Is the apartment they're staying allowing them to have animals? Do they have help? Do you get? Is their budget going to accommodate vaccination, feeding, medical,
and
boarding, and labor?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Do you have the time to be social with this pet? It's not a flower that you put it there. It will definitely need socialization. It will need walking. Do you have the commitment? It's a 10 to 15 to 20-year commitment. If you know this person and this person is good with that, and this person says, yes, I am ready, I am this and that, that's different. And no, you cannot surprise them and tell them, happy birthday, I got you a cat. And then they're like, what am I supposed to do with that?
I just like them. But just seeing them but not owning them.
Exactly. And so for me, I would say, ask them, talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it, let them go. What I usually tell people is, go sleep on it.
Yeah.
If you've slept on it and you've woken up, go sleep again. And again. Until you're very sure that you're ready. Look at your finances, look at your life, and say, yes, I'm ready, or no, I'm not ready. Then discuss with the person that is gifting you and say, maybe give me 10 more years. Or, yes, I'm ready.
Because it's just like a baby.
Yes.
You cannot just gift somebody a baby. A baby changes somebody's life.
That's the thing. That's where I'm coming from. Would you gift someone a child? That's me. Yeah. Would I gift someone a child?
Yeah.
No.
Who is not ready to be a parent?
I wouldn't even say gift. Maybe I would say, let's go and adopt together.
Yeah.
If you are ready for adoption and all that. So it is, for me, I think before you do decide, sit with the person and actually let them know, are they ready financially, physically, temperament of the dog, your finances. If everything clicks, and it's not that it's going to click for just that day, they have to know about the future. You're going to have this dog, cat for the next 20 years.
Your life,
Are
actually.
you ready? Your life will change drastically.
Yeah.
So are you ready for that change? If you're not ready for that change, then let's just get you a very nice hamper by Lisa.
You
You know?
had that.
So that's what I would say.
So a person must be prepared psychologically that I'm going to receive a gift, and this gift is a pet that I need to take care of.
Yes.
So you don't just surprise people with a pet as a gift, because this is a living thing. You don't want after 1 month somebody telling you, oh, it died. Oh, I didn't know it should not eat ABCD.
Exactly.
You see, this is like a small baby. So,
Yeah.
and as you heard Lina saying, there's a difference between being a pet lover and a pet parent. So before you gift somebody, just ask yourself, are they both, or are they just pet lovers?
Yes.
So tell us, you've done this for so many years. Are you living your dream? Are you living your passion?
My dream is to be on a yacht, sipping coconut, traveling somewhere, but no. That's my dream. But yes, I am living my passion. It's something I've always wanted to do. And it's also a promise I gave my late mother. She wanted me to be a doctor.
Okay.
And I told her, I think I will not be one, because I do not know if I will be very patient with humans. So she saw how much I loved animals and all that. And I told her, when I grow up, I'm going to help animals. I'm going to save as many lives as I can. And I am leaving that to the little fraction of the animals that I have. I'm doing my best, but I am leaving my passion. My dream is a different thing entirely.
You've heard that it is very expensive to even feed these animals. Lina, tell us, how would you want well-wishers to come and help? If there are well-wishers out there, how would you want them to come on board?
So truly, I would want help with feeding and building the structures that they live in. Not that they currently just meander my compound. They do have structures, but the structures are structures that I built with my own hands.
Yeah.
So they're not like perfect. I would want to build a better one where the special needs, the physically disabled ones, have a certain area that is comfortable for them, injury-free, nice and soft landing for them, because there are others that have what is called cerebellum hypoplasia, CH, which is almost like cerebral palsy for humans. And they kind of fall down a lot, and I need like good padding. And also food and vaccination. So food, I always tell people, it's okay. You do not need to send money to me. Though I do have a till. Some people would prefer to buy the food and send it to me. It's easier for accountability and transparency.
It's true.
I tell them, I need 100 kilograms of rice. I buy it at this place. This is the till. You can send money directly. I'll go pick it up. I buy from this place the meat. You can buy there, and they just deliver. Do you get? And others say, I don't have that time. Where can I send money? I give them the till. So yeah, and medical, I can give you also the contact of the vet, and you pay them, and the vet just comes and vaccinates them. And yes, I do get a lot of medical bills because special needs animals, some have broken spines, some are paraplegic. So they need constant care. Like I have one that's incontinent. Incontinent means she was knocked down by a car. And the incontinent part is she can't control her bowels. So everything comes out as it comes out.
So so there are two different types of special need. They are physical and mental.
Yes, the ones we have are physical, and we have the physical and the mental. They have physically handicapped and the mental traumatized animals. So those ones don't need anything other than loving. Yes, they do need the food, but the ones that are physical, they need constant vet checks.
Wow.
Because we have a dog that you met outside, Margarita. Maggie was born. She wasn't like, nothing happened to her. She was born with her hind legs are totally like deformed.
Okay.
Is she a happy little girl? You saw.
Yeah, very happy.
You know, can she walk? No, she hops. A dog hops. And then we do have a cat that is physically disabled because she was also born with her front legs just bent.
Yeah.
So she walks like a kangaroo. So she has a lot of injuries from the friction. So she does need vet care quite a lot. And the ones that are incontinence, you know, they need some specific kind of supplements and vet care. So all that is a lot. Do I do it? I don't have a choice. I made a promise to them that I will take care of them, and that is what I do. Do I have debts? Lord, yes.
But you see, you're doing, every morning when you wake up, you're happy to do what you're doing.
Yes, despite my physical condition and everything, they're one of the reasons why I wake up every morning.
So, you've heard how expensive it is, and you can clearly see the passion she has of taking care of these special needy cats. We are going to leave the till number, and the shops that she buys the cat food and the dog food in my description box below. Please, please, if you really want to help her, send her something in that till, or even to the till number of the shops where she buys. Now, I think we need to head out and see these different different types. Are they types or different of cats?
My family, FURMILY, my family.
Yeah, we are going to see her family because she's very passionate about it. Huh? So let's go. Let's go.
Maggie. So this cashier was donated to me by a lady. She kind of saw what I was doing, and she had 3 cats that she needed help with, and she donated money to have this built.
Wow.
So the cats are in here. They have this space outside, and they also have space inside. To us last year, she told us how we can help, how she can help with keeping the animals safe. So she gave us money and we were able to build this. We gave her the different coats. She opted for a certain coat, and she sent money and this was built.
Wow, it's nice.
Yes, and it was in honor of her grandmother, and the cats, some of the cats stay here. We have 5 cats in here. 3 that she rescued from the streets in Westlands, and actually no, there are 4, not 5. There are 4. So there's Garfield, Cross-Eye, Ruby, and Evie, and then there's a window that leads them inside, and there are 3 other cats in there. Ginger, who's paraplegic, and there is Wobbs, who cannot walk at all, and then there is also Nugget, who has cerebral hypoplasia. So he has kind of like cerebral palsy. So they can't be outside, so they're safe inside. So these cats kind of go inside, and they have the ability to just decide. If it's cold, there's inside where we've also cushioned everything and they're safe. So they decide. So what we're also looking for is sponsorship, where somebody will say, how much does it take for us to build another one like this? We have another space on the other side, because there are two spaces, and this cost 160.
Wow, just this.
Just this.
Wow.
We made it in such a way that they can get the sunlight, they have good ventilation, and also they can sit up, because cats always like to sit up. So this cost 160, and it wasn't even paid directly to us. That's how we just wanted. We said, this is the person doing it, pay the 50%, and then at the end pay them. We don't want to touch anything. We just want transparency, so that they do understand that we're doing this not for us, but it's strictly for them. So are there special needs cats in here? Yes, there is a cat that's 2-legged. She lives with them.
Can we see it?
Yeah, she doesn't like people, but come on in.
Yeah, you first go before it.
Ibi. Hi, mama. Let me see. Funga your mlango. So this is Ibi. She's not that social, but you can see her legs are bent. So this is, she walks with her hind legs only. So she kind of hops, and you'll think that she doesn't move. She moves, she climbs all the way. She has adapted to her life. So sometimes when it bleeds, I put Someone donated some socks, so crocheted socks. So I put them on her, and then I bandage. But she's a happy little girl that she goes in, she comes out, she walks everywhere.
What about her?
This is Nugget. So this is Nugget. He has what you call cerebral hypoplasia.
Oh, it's the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 3 like this. His is mild. There are 2 types, severe and mild. And his is mild. So he can walk, but he walks for like a second. You see, he has to still be bathed. We bathed him juicy the day before yesterday, but it was kind of cold, so we haven't bathed him. So we kind of like just brush him to remove like poop because he falls on himself. So this is how he is. But is it painful for him? No. To him, he's normal. And the reason why I was talking about help is we want to build a cattery that is comfortable for him.
Can I lift it?
Yeah, he loves being carried.
Oh,
he loves being carried. He has no issue whatsoever.
Goodness, it's so healthy.
He came from KSPC in Mombasa. They transported him all the way here. And hi Baba, and he's very vocal now. He's just pretending.
Hi. Oh, really?
He's just pretending. He's very vocal.
Beautiful.
He has a lot of fur, but we kind of like shave it off because he always falls on his own poop. So we always just.
And it's heavy.
Yeah, they eat well.
Yeah, it is heavy.
Hey, baby.
Oh my goodness.
My love.
I hear so many cats being called Ginger. What is with the name Ginger?
Ginger color.
Oh,
it's the coat pattern.
I hear so many cats. My cat is called Ginger. So I have never understood why
it's just the coat pattern. It's ginger color.
Wow. Hey, this one is so.
So this one is paraplegic. He can't use his back legs. And he also can't pee on his own. So I have to stimulate him to pee every 4 hours.
Oh my God.
He doesn't look it now, does he?
No, it doesn't. Actually, it looks so normal.
Yeah.
Come here, baby. It wants to go. It doesn't
this is how you hold a cat.
Okay.
Like this, support its bottom.
Like a baby.
Yes, and then like that.
But now you see, I think I'm on the wrong side door.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and he will poop on you.
Oh, really? Yeah,
he's going to poop. We don't need to see that. Animals come from different places. Some come from Ruaka, some come from Malindi, some come from Yamara Daima, some from KSPCA, some just found their way. So this is Bond. There is a reason he's called James Bond. He fell down from the 4th floor, broke his jaw, and everything else that could be broken was broken. But you can't tell because he's an adorable cat. He's also up for adoption for those that don't mind a cat that kind of walks a little bit funny. This is Casper. Casper, we call him Casper the friendly ghost because he's going blind. So he just floats around the cattery. But he's a very sweet cat. He's going blind. And then we have those 2 Fergie.
And there's nothing you can do about it?
We can have laser surgery, but it's expensive, and also will he regain his sight? Maybe, maybe not. Is it painful for him? Yes. Would I want him to go through that? No.
Okay.
Because he can adopt very well. I have a deaf and blind cat as well in my bedroom. So animals adopt the same way humans do. So he's doing very well. I got him when he was like 2 months old. That was like a year ago. And then we have these 2 feral little ones. That is Dipsy. Doesn't like to be touched.
Okay.
And that ginger one over there, that is Fergie.
Oh, Fergie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fergalicious.
Wow.
Don't know why I called them.
And you have fancy names for these cats.
Oh yeah, you've not even had the last of them. As you look at him, absolutely not. He looks perfect.
Yeah.
But when he was born, when he was brought to KSPCA, his neck and hair and body were joined like they were. Did we think he was going to live? No. And then his eyesight is, we don't know what he can see. Can he see double? Can he see triple? We are not sure. And then he's kind of, when someone says there's something off.
Yeah.
He doesn't behave like a normal cat. Like there's something neurological about him. His eyesight, he can't see in broad daylight. Like now, he doesn't see very well. And then you can pet him for 1 second, the next second he's just biting you. Not because of anything mental, but we can't, like, kuna kitu. We just don't know. And that is what I mean. He's just, that's how he shows love. He's called Pawsitiv because we couldn't tell.
Pawsitiv.
We couldn't tell.
What is the name? Pawsitiv.
Chaus, yes. Chaus for short, but Pawsitiv. I know, Papa. I know, Papa. And then this is Hero. Hero is she comes from Imara, belongs to my late mother-in-law, alikuwa wake. And then when she passed away, I took over Hero. I saw her as a kitten when she was born, so she's our little baby. You say it. You say the full name, Mr. Wobbs. Mr. Wobbs. Sorry, no, I'm sorry. His name. There's so many. His name is Mr. Wiggles. The other one is Wobbs. This is Mr. Wiggles. You have to say the full name, Mr. Wiggles,
for it to respond.
Yes.
Okay.
For him to respond.
For him.
Yes, he's a he. Now he was also born with CH, cerebellum hypoplasia, but his is also mild, like Nugget. And he also has immune issues that cause him sometimes to just break out with just wounds. Nobody injures these cats, but atakwatuna wounds, like his wounds are now healing, but it's like his tears were burning him.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's doing okay. My vets, Dr. Sura, helped me a lot with him, and he's doing amazing. So this is just scabs now. He's back to normal. And then this one.
So, but the condition can only be managed. It can be cured?
His condition, his CH is permanent. It's not reversible. It's not progressive. It's not curable.
Okay.
It's just like that. For the rest of his life, he's forever going to be like that. Can they live long? Of course. I got him when he was a month old.
Wow. And how old is he now?
2 years.
Oh.
He was my bedroom baby.
Wow.
But now he joins the rest.
The big boys.
Yeah, he's a big boy. This one staring at you over here.
He doesn't like being touched.
It's called Shings. Shings is a short form for Shingo Pande. Reason is when he was a kitten, his head was he was born with his head tilted, that he could his eyes were here at the back of his head. He could tilt his head so much, it looked like a horror movie, because he could tilt his head all the way back, which is not normal. But he grew into his head. So now his head is a bit tilt, but it doesn't go all the way around, because also he's fat now.
Do you know it looks very okay right now?
It looks very okay. It looks very okay.
But it doesn't like being touched?
No. Because most of the animals with disabilities don't like either to be carried or whatever, because it's either the eyesight or just the balance for them goes off. Even he doesn't like to be carried. Because the balance goes off and then they panic. So they don't, either because of eyesight or something. Even he doesn't like to be carried, you know. But this one is a normal baby, but she's not up for adoption.
Oh, that is very normal.
Very normal. She belonged to my mother-in-law. When she passed away, then we took her in. She's called Hero.
Oh, it's a she.
Yeah, she's Hero. And all of them are spayed, by the way. Spayed and neutered. There is no breeding going on here. Yeah. Come, leave me. If you have cats, by the way, you can tell someone that has cats. We always look like we're coming from an abusive relationship. We always have scars and marks. And yeah, I kind of look like I'm being barbed wire gani. Okay. Priest is from South Sea. Yeah, Nini. Good boy. 1, 2, 3, and then he gets tired. When you see his tail like that, he's getting irritated, you just stop. Priest was picked up from South Sea, and then he was taken to KSPCA, and then we adopted him. He wants to jump there. Go, Priest.
Wow.
Good boy. He was, he's the only cat that my husband wanted to adopt. He wanted a black cat. I was like, you get a black cat. So, and then this is Tipsy. Tipsy Ma Pipsy, I call her that. Tipsy was hit by someone on her spine, lower spine. It didn't collapse her spinal area, but it kind of like messed up her nervous system. So her legs at the back are kind of like low.
Touch it?
Yeah, she's touch her.
Oh,
yeah, it's a her, yes. So she's from Malindi. She was rescued in Malindi. And she was brought all the way down. When she was brought, she had pneumonia. She was diarrheaing blood. It was just a whole, as they call it. But yeah, it was crazy. And that was 2 years ago.
And look at it now.
She's very okay. And then this is Ginger. Ginger was part of a litter that was born where I used to live before in Ngong, but our neighbors were killing them, and we decided to run away with whatever cats we could find, and he was one of them.
Wow.
So we left with him. And then that's Bear. He's a beautiful kind of like grayish color.
Yeah.
But he looks perfect. But also he has his hind legs have an issue just the same way as Tipsy. So he doesn't really walk that much, but he can climb all the way up. He's afraid of people, but Bear also is a bit special.
Oh.
He's a bit special. Come here, my fat boy. Who's your fat boy?
Hey, the color is so classy. Can I say classy? Just so cute.
You're a good boy, aren't you? Yes, you are.
There you have it. Lina has taken us through her special needy cat. If you want to help her rescue this cat, please check in my description box below how you can help her, because she has given these animals another chance, a second chance. Do you also want to give them another second chance? Let us help her feed them and even house them. Let's go.
So because of the fact that most of everything we do is out of pocket, we kind of look for ways of how we can raise money to feed this passion that I have. And this is a space we have for boarding. We have this outdoor. It's called a casio. Actually, it's just like a cattery, not a casio, where it can house, it's 3 chambers. We call it a chateau. But it houses 4 cats from the same family or just 1 cat from one family. And it has all this space for them. Okay. And we usually have the heating bulbs at night. I don't know if you'll be able to see them if I put them on now. At night, we switch them on. So it heats the whole place.
Oh, I've seen it down there, the red one.
So and then right now there's no cat boarding, so we don't have anything inside.
Yeah.
But we've planted pet grass all around, and we're kind of giving them like a rustic kind of lifestyle where, you know, most cats are indoor pets for people. They don't go out, you know, if they're living in an apartment. So when they come here, it's a whole new thing where you can have like birds just flying. You can have insects that they like to chase around, and they get to like eat the grass and play and just have a different, it's like taking your child to camp. To get, so they come here, they enjoy. Mostly it's for people that are traveling and they don't know where to keep their cats. We have this outdoor space, and then we have the indoor space. And we stay here, so your cats have 24/7 checks. You know, so if there's any issue, we're always here. And life for us starts at 4 a.m. and ends at 11. So the same way you've seen all these animals, I do checks as late as 11 p.m. to make sure everybody has, you know, gone into their quarters, except for the dogs. The dogs just roam around. Everybody's okay for the night. And then in the morning, we wake up at 4 and we start. He's like, he wants you to pet him. We start that all over. Seth is the most obedient dog.
Really?
He listens, he understands. He is the dog that every person wants to have. He's obedient. Sethaniel, come.
So this one is only for cats.
This is, we only board cats. Seth, come here and sit down.
So I'm going also to link down her number so that if you need to travel and you have your cats, you can just talk to her and you go enjoy your holiday, go enjoy your business trips. We're going to link your number there.
Thanks.
Yes.
So it's it's a lot of work, but also running the facility, the boarding facility, is quite a lot of work because we take into consideration so many things. Cats get lost and stuff like that. So we've taken such major care in building this. we do checks on it every other day.
Okay.
Just to make sure the roof is not leaking. We cut the grass, we fumigate once a month, not because of fleas and ticks. I have that under control because I am paranoid about it. But we always just make sure, because we have goats and stuff around, we just want to make sure that, you know, there are no funny creatures. We've never had an issue. I thank God for that. But we always have to make sure we follow strict rules of making sure that every cat that comes to board is happy, taken care of, and healthy. When they leave, they're happy. And we still call and ask, hey, how is your cat doing? It's back home. Everything good? Right. I'm glad. See you next time. You know, that kind of thing. Nathaniel?
The more reason you should talk to her when you want your cat to board when you're traveling, and you'll just be at peace. Wow.
Go inside. Go. Thank you. You too. No? Okay, come. No, that's fine. So please, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to her channel, Gifting by Lisa. In case you have no idea how to wrap up a gift like me, I don't know anything. Just give her a call, tell her what you're looking for, let her source for the items, the hamper, the gifts, who you're gifting, and she'll handle that. So check her channel out and you'll get great tips about how you can maybe wrap up a gift, or even contact her on how she can help you get gifts for people. Right? Thank you so much.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you for having us, Lina. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.